Okay, so today we're gonna really get into something super practical.
Yeah.
And I think could be a game changer for a lot of people out there.
Absolutely.
It's this 21-day challenge.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the whole Living Good Daily approach.
Yep.
And you guys sent us a bunch of notes and stuff, right?
That's right. Yeah, from March 15th, 2025.
March 15th, 2025. So we're going to dive into those. And of course, we got the book Living Good Daily that we always reference.
Absolutely.
So think of this as like your cheat sheet to really understand what this 21 days is all about, especially right at the beginning, you know?
Right.
Kind of setting that foundation for better health.
Yeah, and that's a great point because it's really, it's not about just doing this for 21 days and forgetting about it.
Right.
It's about building momentum. It's about establishing a new way of being.
Exactly.
You can sustain moving forward.
It's like a launch pad.
It is.
Yeah, and a lot of it is about, I mean, if you look at your notes and you look at the book, I mean, right away, it's like, let's break some of these like bad habits that we've all gotten into. So sugar is like the big one.
It's huge. Yeah, and I think, you know, we live in a society where we're constantly bombarded with sugar.
Right.
It's everywhere you turn.
Your notes had that crazy stat.
Oh, yeah.
130 pounds of sugar a year?
Yeah. The average American consumes that much.
That's insane compared to like, what, less than 20 in the 1800s?
Yeah, it's a massive increase. And, you know, the book uses a great analogy comparing sugar to diesel fuel.
Yeah.
It burns dirty. It leaves a residue.
Yeah, and it's not just empty calories. It's like it messes with your whole system.
Exactly. It causes those blood sugar spikes and crashes.
Yeah.
Leads to cravings, disrupts your energy.
So right away, the 21-day challenge is like, okay, let's address this.
Let's get you off the sugar roller coaster.
And they have this whole thing in the book, right? The 5 C's of fixing food.
Yep, the 5 C's.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a great framework.
So number 1, cut the sugar.
Got the sugar.
Which, I mean, to me, it's like, okay, no desserts.
Well, yeah.
But it's more than that, right?
It is. It's about being aware of hidden sugars in processed foods.
Yeah.
Reading labels, understanding what you're putting in your body.
And like fake food carbs.
Oh, yeah.
Like they talk about that a lot in the book.
Fake food carbs, those are the things that your body quickly converts into sugar.
Right. So even if it doesn't say sugar on the label,
Exactly.
you're still getting that sugar hit.
You're still spiking your blood sugar.
And the whole point is to kind of get your body to be a fat burner, not a sugar burner.
Exactly, because when you're running on sugar, your body's not going to tap into those fat stores.
So then that brings us to the second C, which is crank up the fat.
Crank up the fat.
I think this is where people get tripped up.
It can be counterintuitive.
They're just like, wait a minute, I'm trying to lose weight. You're telling me to eat more fat.
Right, but it's about the type of fat.
Yeah.
We're talking healthy fats.
Yeah.
The kind that your body needs.
Right, like our brains are 60% fat. So we got to feed our brains.
We got to give our brains what they need.
And the book talks about how like that whole low-fat craze that was going on for a while.
Decades.
Didn't really help anyone.
No, in fact, it might have made things worse.
Yeah, because while we were cutting fat, we were loading up on sugar.
Exactly.
So what are some examples of good fats?
Well, you know, olives, avocados.
Yeah, I love avocados.
Nuts and seeds.
Yeah.
Clean oils, like olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil.
There was that thing in there too about like milk and stuff.
Yeah, they recommend considering alternatives to dairy.
Right, like almond milk and all that stuff.
Exactly, because dairy can be inflammatory for some people.
And I guess it has more sugar too than like...
It can, yeah, compared to unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk.
Oh, it's like swap it out.
Exactly.
All right, third C, clean up the protein.
Clean up the protein.
So this doesn't mean like all of a sudden we're eating like a crazy amount of protein?
No, it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Right, so what are we looking for?
We're looking for things like grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, wild-caught fish.
Organic when possible.
Organic when possible, exactly.
And they say like avoid pork and shellfish?
Yeah, they recommend limiting those due to potential toxins.
Because of that whole you are what you eat ate concept.
Exactly. The diet and living conditions of the animal matter.
It's like if the animal's eating crap and living in a stressful environment, that's going to end up in your food.
And ultimately in your body.
And they're big on eggs.
Oh, yeah. Free-range, cage-free organic.
All the good stuff.
Antibiotic-free.
Yeah.
Hormone-free.
The works.
And no soy.
No soy. They're not fans of soy because of GMO concerns.
All right, fourth C, care about nutrients.
Care about nutrients.
I mean, this one to me is like a no-brainer.
It should be.
But I think a lot of people are just not getting enough.
Yeah, we're so focused on calories sometimes that we forget about the nutrients.
Exactly.
The vitamins, the minerals that our bodies need to thrive.
And they're big on breakfast.
Oh yeah, they love breakfast as an opportunity to really load up on nutrients. Yeah, they give that smoothie example.
The green smoothie, yeah.
Spinach, kale berries.
Healthy fats, maybe a scoop of greens powder.
Right.
Or some collagen protein.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
The powerhouse of nutrition.
And just veggies in general.
Veggies at every meal.
Yeah, and they're big on greens powder, too.
Oh, yeah. Greens powder is a great way to boost your nutrient intake.
Especially if you're not like a huge salad person.
Exactly.
Which I'm not always.
Me neither.
There's also this whole thing in there about like we're over-consuming.
Yeah. America's a culture of overconsumption.
So they're saying like maybe we need to cut back through fasting.
Fasting, which is kind of interesting.
It is. They talk about different approaches.
Like the slim fast method.
Yeah, using smoothies for a couple of meals.
And then intermittent fasting?
Yeah, like eating within a certain window.
And then even more like hardcore stuff.
Rotational fasting.
Which I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's a more advanced technique.
But the point is like give your body a break. Exactly.
And like a reset.
Allow it to heal.
So fifth C, curb your consumption.
Curb your consumption.
Which I guess kind of ties into the fasting stuff.
It does. Yeah, it's about giving your digestive system a break.
So it can heal and all that.
Exactly, because digestion takes a lot of energy.
And they talk about how fasting can like help you live longer.
Yeah. Potentially reduce inflammation.
Reduce inflammation.
Detoxify.
Detoxify, yeah. It's all about removing those interferences.
So your body can do its thing.
Exactly.
Now, it's not just food with this 21-day challenge.
It's a holistic approach.
There's other stuff in there, too.
Absolutely.
Like hydration.
Yeah, hydration is huge.
Got to drink water.
Drink plenty of water, at least half your body weight in ounces every day.
That seems like a lot.
It can be, but it's crucial for detoxification.
Oh, and speaking of detoxing,
yeah,
they have that whole thing in there about tap water.
Yeah, they're not big fans of tap water.
Because it can have all kind of crap in it.
Prescription drugs, fertilizers, pesticides. So they say, get a filter.
Yeah, invest in a good water filter.
I guess that makes sense.
It's a simple step you can take to protect your health.
And then there's fitness.
Fitness?
But it's not like run a marathon every day.
No.
It's more like short bursts.
Yeah, they recommend short, high-intensity workouts.
Yeah, like your notes had that example of a 10-minute routine.
Yeah, 3 rounds of 50-second exercises with short breaks in between.
Something like that.
Exactly.
And they're saying that's actually better for your hormones.
It is, particularly for testosterone.
Yeah, there was something about like boosting testosterone by like 700%.
Up to 771%, they say.
Which is insane.
It is, and it's all about those hormonal fluctuations.
Yeah.
That these short bursts create.
Versus like if you go on a long run.
Right.
Not so much.
Not so much.
And the other thing is like you burn calories for hours after.
Yeah, the afterburn effect can last for 14 to 24 hours.
That's amazing.
It is.
Okay, so then there's this thing called frame. And I was like, what is frame?
Yeah, it's about your spine. It's about maintaining the health of your spine.
Which I guess is important.
It's incredibly important because your spine is the central conduit for your nervous system.
Oh, right.
So if your spine is out of whack, your nervous system is going to suffer.
And they have that saying in there, sitting is the new smoking.
Sitting is the new smoking.
Which is kind of scary.
It is, because we spend so much time sitting.
Yeah.
And it can do a lot of damage to your spine.
So they're saying we got to like do posture exercises?
Yeah, and fix our sleep positions.
Oh.
Ideally sleeping on your back with support for your neck and lower back.
And not on your stomach.
Not on your stomach or your side.
I always sleep on my side.
Yeah, it can cause microtrauma over time.
So back sleeping is the way to go.
Ideally.
Okay.
Filters. This is a big one.
Yeah, it's all about minimizing our exposure to toxins.
And they talk a lot about plastics.
They do. They break it down by type.
Like some are safer than others.
Exactly.
Like the numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Number 2, 4, and 5 are generally considered safer.
Okay.
While 1, 3, 6, and 7 are more problematic.
Because we gotta be careful with those.
Especially when it comes to heating them.
Oh, yeah. No microwaving in plastic.
Not a good idea.
And they say use water filters and glass containers.
Yeah. Ditch the plastic as much as possible.
I guess it's like a cumulative thing.
It is. All these little exposures add up over time.
And it's not just plastics.
No, it's medications too.
Oh, right.
They talk about being mindful of medications as potential toxins.
And we take a lot of medication in this country.
We do. The U.S. consumes a disproportionate amount of pharmaceuticals.
And they even talk about microbes.
Yeah, the importance of a healthy gut microbiome.
Because like our gut is connected to everything.
It's a key part of our overall health.
This has got to keep those good bugs happy.
Exactly.
Okay, last one, mindset and gratitude.
Mindset and gratitude.
This one to me is like a little bit more woo-woo.
Yeah, it's a little less tangible.
But they're saying it's super important.
It is. Your mental state has a profound impact on your physical health.
So it's like think positive thoughts.
Yeah. Cultivate a positive mindset.
Be grateful for what you have.
Practice gratitude daily.
And they give those breathing exercises.
Like paced breathing.
Yeah, and boxed breathing.
Yeah, those are great for managing stress.
And sleep.
Sleep is crucial.
Because if you're not sleeping,
your stress levels go up.
Everything's out of whack.
Exactly.
And they give some good tips for sleep.
Yeah, like limiting screen time before bed.
Yeah, creating a dark and cool room.
Maintaining a regular sleep schedule.
And they even talk about like herbs and stuff.
Yeah, ashwagandha, ginseng, rhodiola.
Okay, so why 21 days?
Well, 21 days is often cited as the minimum amount of time to form a new habit.
Oh.
So it's really about creating that initial momentum.
Getting the ball rolling.
Exactly.
And they're big on this idea of like 1% better every day.
Yeah, small, consistent changes add up over time.
So even if you're not perfect,
you're still making progress.
So this deep dive into the 21-day challenge, it's shown us that it's like a lot more than just like a diet.
It's a comprehensive lifestyle overhaul.
It's like everything we just talked about.
Exactly. Food, hydration, fitness, frame filters, mindset.
It's like a whole package.
It is.
And the message is pretty clear.
Yeah, you have the power to heal yourself.
You are the greatest doctor in the world.
Exactly.
They say that in the book.
They do.
Which I think is a pretty cool way to look at it.
It's empowering.
It is.
It puts you in control.
So the book ends with this question.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you really knew the value of your health, like if you thought of it as like sitting on millions of dollars,
how would you be treating your body?
That one vehicle you have for this journey.
Because it's like you only get one.
You do.
And if these small changes over 21 days can make such a big difference, imagine what you could do long term.
Exactly. It's about unlocking your full potential.
So there you have it, folks. The 21-day challenge.
It's a journey worth taking.
Absolutely.
And if you want more support, check out the Living Good daily resources.
They're all in the book.
Okay, that's it for this deep dive.
Until next time.
Stay healthy out there.
Be well.